I feel so defeated right now. I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time for years. And dating apps are so awful. I don't need to explain to you how awful the dating apps are. So I've been trying to meet people in public, and they're still trash when I do randomly meet people in public. But tonight takes the cake. Last week I was like, I'm part of an app that you can basically get invited to these events, and there was a comedy thing coming up, and I bought a ticket, thought maybe I'll meet people here, maybe I'll meet a guy, or just meet people in general that I could become friends with, and then who knows what could happen. And let me just tell you how this went. I show up, it's a limited seating, get there first, it was like an open bar, and in my head, I'm a prompt person, so I got there 20 minutes beforehand, and I happened to be the first person there. Okay, kind of weird, but okay. They tell me, since it's an intimate thing, try to sit in the front row because it's going to be hard to get people squishing through there, and it's a sold out show. Okay, that's fine. I sit in the front row, and it's about showtime, and I'm realizing nobody else is in the front row. It's just me. Everybody's filled in the back, every row's filled with all the couples, of course, and then it's just me. I guess people, some people of course, some people are gonna drop out and not show up, but the host of the show comes up to me really quickly and mouths thank you for sitting in the front row, and she proceeds to go up onto the stage and pointed out had everyone clap for me for being brave enough to sit in the front row, and that was fine, I get it, people are afraid to sit in the front row, and I was kind of excited for it when I thought there was going to be people there. And it was just ironic that, the reason I was there was to meet people, and it was I was a piranha. So she informed the crowd that, I was safe from being picked on because I was brave enough to sit there, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, the next few comics come up, and they both kind of point out, are you waiting on people, or, what's going on here? And I'm, have to admit, no, I'm trying to meet people, and again, they're nice. They're not being mean to me about it, but it's mortifying. It's mortifying. And then another comic comes up, and again, it's just you're pretty, but and it's just, yeah. So by the end of the show, the lady comes up and says that they normally do a raffle to win this prize, because it was kind of at a boutique type thing, but instead of the raffle, she's going to give this thing filled with stuff to the brave young woman who came first and sat alone in the front row. And then she had me introduce myself. What's your name? Anya. And everybody's as if brave fucking me. And she tells me to make sure to give my email to so-and-so to get some gift card or something. And this is all in front of everybody. And I just I know nobody's sitting there oh my God, look at this girl. But it's just, it feels like such a slap in the face. And I'm not even mad at the comics. I'm not even mad at the lady. I would probably think the same thing. But just for this point in my life, it just feels Jesus. I don't want to go out again. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. When I try, shit like this happens, and dating apps suck. And then I get into an Uber on the way home because I can't go have a drink like I wanted to because I have this giant fucking bag full of shit to carry around. And I get in this Uber, and it's this 75-year-old woman with her dogs. And she won't stop talking about her dogs and like how she got an oil change and what did you do tonight? Was the comedy show good? And like I'm being nice and polite, but all I can think about is like this is gonna be me. Like, and I know that's a worst case scenario. And it's not even like that's a terrible thing to be single all your life, but like I just can't help but feel like I'm gonna turn into this because I'm never gonna meet someone. And for everybody who's gonna tell me it'll come along when you least expect it, I've been hearing that for like 7 years, okay? I'm so sick of hearing that. There's such a thing as people that just don't find their person and don't get married. So like I'm a realist. And the realist in me is starting to think like that's gonna be me.
If you haven't been able to find a man that's up to your standards in years, the problem is most likely you, because it's very unlikely every man you come across is trash like you claim. We are going to start seeing a lot more of these videos, since 45% of women are going to be single by 2030.
Every girl's walking through life thinking they're going to win the lottery and date this top 1% man. He has to be over 6 foot. He has to make over 70K. He has to be attractive. He has to be attractive. What? But see, this is here. Wait. This is the problem. That sounds nice. It sounds nice and it's possible, but it's not probable. It's probably not going to happen.
Not for every woman.
So I'll tell you another stat. Okay, so big banks are investing in things like cat food, wine, because 50% of women are projected to be single and childless over 30. So that means all the girls in this room, half of us will never have kids. And it's also like if you don't get married by 35, your odds of getting married and having a long, stable relationship ever, it's very low.
After you actually lose a good man, let me tell you the aftermath. Before you choose to lose this good man, you will try to find a man equivalent to the man you're with. And you will think that you could find better. But when you actually put yourself out there, you'll realize that there is no men left right now. And every man will try to use you for a certain thing. And you will look for that man that you left in other men. You will regret that man to the core because you'll realize that there is no good people out there and nobody loved you as much as that man loved you. And after that, you will try to go back to that good man, only to realize that that good man doesn't want you. And he actually found a good girl. If you have someone good in your life, cherish them. Don't think you could replace them.
The idea that they can replace the good men in their lives in the hopes of finding better is not only extremely damaging, but also toxic. Despite this, a lot of modern women think this way just because it sounds good to them on paper, even though it never works out for them in the real world. They only realize what they had when it's too late. If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there.